Welcome to another episode of Design in Progress. Today we are going to continue working on Neon Nexus, the game that I've been working on for a little bit here and there. It's getting closer and closer, almost there. Tonight we're going to be joined by my constant companion, Will.
Here I am.
My slightly less than constant companion, Zero Gamer.
Oh, I can talk now?
Now you can talk.
Gotcha. I'm here now.
Yep. And our new friend, Joshua, who is...
Greetings.
Currently designing a game called Stoicheia. Am I
Mhm.
pronounce?
Good job.
I'm always I feel like I'm always pronouncing it improperly.
You just need to own it, man.
Yeah.
Like the last 3 times you've said it, it's right.
Stoicheia. And that's a kind of like a chess-like where you can change what your pieces move to. Which there should be an episode that'll be linked here or there or somewhere. And I'll have the description for that, or the link for it down in the description and at the end of the video. So if you want to go check out his game and me interviewing him that way.
It was a good time.
It was awesome. Also, for some reason, we're having weird problems with Will, where he is in the game and I'm in the game, but our computers don't think we're in the game with each other. So it just keeps throwing up a message. So please kindly just ignore the message where it's constantly telling us that our Steam PTP has failed. All right, so Joshua, since you haven't played this game, I can get to go over the kind of gist of it, which is this is Neon Nexus. We are going to be city builders, building a kind of cyberpunk city out from the center of this. The CC stands for the city center, so we're going to be building out from there. We're going to be rolling these dice and drafting them out and back in. So if Zero Gamer is player number 1, he'll roll all these dice. He'll choose one, then I'll choose one, and you'll choose one, then will choose 2, then you'll choose 1, I'll choose 1, Zero will choose 1. So we all get to go out and back. And so you'll have 2 dice. And now you'll actually have 4 colors. They used to only be 1 color. I'm trying some hybridized dice. We'll see how that works out. But with these dice, you'll have to put them, those 2 colors, next to each other, and you have to start from the center and work your way out, or be touching another color. So they need to be either adjacent to the center or adjacent to a like color. So if you did like red and yellow here, then you could do next turn. I gotta lock these down. Your next turn, you could then do yellow and purple like this. Does that make sense, Joshua?
If like those were the ones that you had read.
Right. If I had so if I rolled, red and yellow this time, and then next time I rolled purple and yellow.
Purple and yellow. Yeah.
Right, then I could put the yellow here because it's next to an existing yellow, and then I could put the purple wherever I wanted next.
So
to
it's
that one.
Kind of like dominoes. Like you're basically rolling what your next.
Right, you're kind of
potential color combo is, and that's what you can.
Right, you're kind of building your own tiles. And then there's a couple things that we have to of getting points are these cards. You are going to want to change your rotation degrees to 60 to make rotating these easy. But you're gonna have. I'm gonna try lowering the number of these 2. So you're gonna have 3 of these that you'll get to choose from 6. And you basically are going to have to make these patterns on your board, and then you'll put them off to the side, and then you'll draw them. These are kind of the...
Is that like you have to do that, or it's points?
These are points. So it's like you're going to be working towards these...
Oh, I see. 3 VP and 6 VP. Okay,
right,
cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'd be working towards these 3. So I'm trying to kind of layer them together, fit them in between each other, and get them all on my board. So that's like 90% of it. The last little chunk of it, and I should have probably sent this to everybody, but you can always ask to get reminded. There are some end game scoring conditions, which are, I'll say them out loud. Again, you can ask if you forget, or I can always send the doc. You'll get a point for chunks of 3 red, since those are residential buildings. So for you kind of want like small neighborhoods that are separate from each other, you'll get points at the end of the game. A point at the end of the game for that. Whoever has the most yellow, those are the corporate buildings, so like high-rise, corporate thing. So whoever has the most yellow at the end gets 3 points. Purple are your kind of commercial shops, stuff like that. so those want to be next to residential. As long as you're next to at least one red, you get a point per purple.
Okay.
Blue, just your largest chunk of blue, you're kind of trying to make like a river or a lake. Your largest chunk of blue, you get 1 point per hex in that chunk. And then the greens interact with these -1s on the outside. The -1s, if you go in there, into those areas, you get -1 point. The greens don't give you -1 point if they're out there. And then the gray, those are our cryptocurrency mining towers. They just give you a point.
You haven't made like a cheat sheet in
TTS
game yet, right?
No, I haven't made it in TTS yet. I should do that though. That would be a very great idea. I had a little bit of a busy week.
That's fair.
There was a lot going on. I barely was able to get this into TTS. So,
sounds good. I'm ready to roll.
So that should be everything you need to know. So what we're gonna do before we roll is everyone choose. Let's go with 3 of each of these, and then you're gonna throw 3 total back. So you should have
and
3 to.
So we have 3. Oh, so okay, so 3 from each.
3 from each.
You can, by the way, hitting the numpad to draw does work.
That's true.
And they can't just go into your hands, so.
Oh, that's right.
They can? They can't. Oh, mine did. What? Some of them are going into my hand and some are not.
I pressed 3 twice and I got 5. So let's press 1.
So
is there a way to throw them all in your hands from here?
You know what? I don't think I have them set up to be in hands. I think it's a fluke that a couple of them are doing that.
I don't know. My entire hand worked that way, so.
That's so weird.
I think there's something wrong with both of you. That's my opinion.
If I hit...
So, Jacob, now I'm just picking 3 of these total.
3 of these total, yeah. And of note, they kind of go... There are a lot more reds than there are yellows, than there are purple, than there are blue, than there are green, than there are gray. So gray are harder to get.
As far as scoring is concerned?
As far as scoring is concerned. Or as far as on the A, the number of things that you can score, and B, the number of sides of dice. But also, they're worth more.
We should just put these back in the bags, right?
You said purple wants to be next to red, or you want purple to be next to red? Because they're like
Oh, I see what's breaking. It's because there's hands on that side.
Oh, yeah, we gotta get rid of those. Sorry.
I got it. That may or may not be why it's breaking, but...
Wait, what?
No, it's just some TTS silliness. Worry
not. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Worry not about the TTS.
I'll worry about it.
These are each
Is
worth
it
5.
possible to put these in the wrong bag?
It is possible.
Oh.
It's okay. We'll figure it out. Alrighty.
It doesn't... Does it matter if it doesn't really matter. We can see each other's things, right?
Hypothetically, it should not matter.
Yeah, I guess that is true because
there is some amount.
There's no way to block.
There is some amount.
Oh, I guess you're drafting. Yeah,
you could do some hate drafting if you want to be a jerk, but there's only 12 rounds.
I mean,
to the game.
I call that strategy. So
right. I also call it strategy, and my wife calls it being an asshole.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
You'll want to set, by the way, everybody, you'll want to set your rotation degrees to 60.
I did mention that.
Yes.
Okay. I was probably doing something else, so.
Probably.
That's usually how I do things.
All right, here you go. This can be our whoever. So sorry, I forgot. There's one last rule. So the person who is rolling is the person who's going to get to choose first. That will rotate around the board clockwise. When it is your turn to roll, you may pass the ability to roll onto the next person and dump cards from your hand and draw the same number back up to 3. So if you decide later on that you're like, I'm not going to get this, not happening, you can just dump and come back when it's your turn by passing priority. All right, 0. Roll us away.
May I make a minor request?
You may.
Could you relink the written rules just so I can look at them, so I can remember what each of the colors do?
Of course. I would love to do that for you.
I work better when I have reference material.
Nope, not drive-through. RPG, nope.
Man, why won't they align? This is...
You know what? That might be problematic. Just because I have my new computer and it's not set up at all. Reds, Neon Nexus. Probably have them for Will somewhere. I'm sure I sent the rules to Will.
But you know what they are. You know what they are off the top of your head, right?
I know what they are off the top of my head.
Okay, what is red?
I'll go through them one more time. Red, you want chunks of 3 or more that are separate from each other. Yellow, you just want the most yellow. Purple is next to red. Blue is points in the largest chunk. Green doesn't give you negatives in the exclusion zone, and gray just gives you a point.
Hey, everyone see that?
Yep.
Yep. Also, if let me know if you guys can get into the link I just sent. This is a Neon Nexus rules last updated on August 31st. So
There you go. I knew you'd have it.
hopefully y'all can get in. If not,
It should be set up for.
yeah. It occurred to me I could just go into my Google Drive.
Yes.
Whoa.
That is a thing that can happen.
I got all the rules I need right here.
All right.
Okay.
Roll it 0.
It is fun to just roll the dice.
Sorry, and then stop rolling at some point.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna grab this blue. I do think it's interesting how you've done the multicolor bits here. That's
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be too much for every single face to be multicolor.
I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna grab this.
So now is it my turn? Oh boy.
all right. And then since these last two colors are the exact same,
I think I'm going to do this. These don't.
So now do we do this stage simultaneously?
Yeah, this stage all happens at the same time. And just to be clear, you cannot place anything on your cities.
Oh, you don't.
You may not.
you can place anything next to it though.
Hmm. And also, these are slightly transparent, so you should be able to kind of line it up a little bit.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of like a...
I have
Let's
them in
try
real
this out.
life, and they're totally transparent, but doing that in Tabletop Simulator is harder than... I'd have to like redo all of them to make sure that there's a really, really thick border, and then...
Right.
It was a whole pain in the ass, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go with this for now.
If you're done, put your dice back in the middle, and I will pass down the first person.
Okay. Y'all good, Joshua?
Yes. Sorry.
Hey, you're good. You're good. All
And
right.
I said to round 1. We're round 2 now, right?
This is now round 2, yes. Need
Ooh.
so much
a
yellow.
lot of red.
That is a lot of red. I'm going to do this just to deny other people their grays.
Yep, that's
It's
why
me.
I picked the ones that I did.
I won in the test match I did, so I'm just trying to make sure I lose.
Yes, I am. And Will keeps winning too. Both of you keep winning far more than me, and it's making me angry, so...
Now, what happens if... So in this circumstance, I can take a yellow, obviously, so that would match what I already have. But could there be a situation where the dice available
That could
I could not play?
That could happen, and in that case...
Could I just take the dice and I just can't play it?
Exactly. I have found that it has not happened yet in like a dozen test games. It's come close where a couple times people were like, hey, if I had played like this slightly differently and taken this, then I would not have been able to play. I'm like, okay, well, you didn't do that though. So, but good to know. It is a possibility, yes.
And far as scoring is concerned, I can like have this rotated any way I want
you can
on the
also,
board, right?
You can also even flip it.
Oh,
Which
that
is
Oh, we
why-
can flip it.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
which is why they're clear, so you can flip them and still look through.
That is very clever.
It
Good
is
job.
real nice. In real life, it looks so good when you're like, oh yeah, I can just flip this and rotate it.
How do you have them made in real life?
I found some projector paper from like, and was able to print that on my printer.
It doesn't work quite as well as I was hoping it would.
It doesn't work as quite as well in TTS as you want it to. I'm
No.
gonna work on that. I will.
I think if I don't know if you can just make the white part straight up clear.
I can. I just need a thicker border on the outside of the whole thing because it's thin enough that it thinks that it should break in and then make everything actually like non-existent as opposed to clear, and it's problematic. So I can do it. It's just going to take me sitting down for like 3 hours and putting a border around every single thing, and then so. Not that you're not worth it, 0, but also yeah.
Whose turn is it to pick a cube?
It's
Yours to pick two.
yours.
Zeros.
I'm sorry, I was.
Mesmerized by the transparent
Right.
parts.
Playing with the transparent, rotating things, flipping them.
This is cool. I can't wait till it's my turn.
Hey,
Why
I
is
don't
everyone
have
else taking so much time?
I don't have ADHD.
A squirrel!
God, we've known each other too long because I had just taken a breath in to say that with the exhale, so...
Okay, I'll take both of these.
Oh, we've known each other far too long, William.
Yerp.
We can't,
I'm
we,
gonna...
we can't
Zero,
be
how
friends
did you do
anymore.
that where you picked up one and then another one?
So if you're holding something with left click, like a dice, if you hover over another thing and then right click while still holding down left
you
click,
add
you'll
to
pick
it.
up stuff
Okay.
below it. Yep, it's a neat little technique.
Neat little tricky. All right, what are you taking, Joshua?
Um,
What horrible things are you dooming me to?
I'm also playing with the emoji kitchen on the side.
So do only one of the new tiles have to touch a pre-existing color?
Yes,
Right.
but then your two new
And
ones...
the two that I'm placing have to touch.
Exactly. So you're kind of making a domino
Yeah.
and then placing that on your board in a way in which
Gotcha.
it's either touching an existing tile or the center.
I gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. This is less than helpful. Actually, it's fairly helpful. Never mind.
Poo-poo.
Whoop-oo. Joshua?
And do the sets of three reds have to be in a cluster, or can they just be touching?
They just need to be
Or do they have...
they just need to be touching each other. So it's
Okay.
a chunk of three that is
Gotcha.
that's not touching another chunk of red, basically. So it's just basically however many separate chunks of red you have. Excuse me while I drink.
That's fine.
That's not enough dice.
Oh, where's the
Zero's
other one?
still
Zero.
Oh,
Wow, Zero, you
Come
won't
on.
take any dice and then you won't return any dice? Jeez
I'm
Louise.
sorry. I'm sorry.
over there eating dinner or something.
No, I am playing with the Google emoji keyboard kitchen.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
I don't even know what that means, and I'm happy that I don't know.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Sounds entertaining. Okay, so I pick one first.
Let's
Mhm.
pick
I
one.
am gonna take this one.
No.
Yeah. A lot of people want blues, and a lot of blues are not getting rolled.
Which is so funny
Um,
because it's so common right now.
It is fun.
I will
there
say,
were a lot of blues, and then we had to re-roll 6 of those
Yeah.
dice.
Because of
I will say,
somebody.
coming into this fresh, I
Mhm.
do really like the double colored sides of the dice.
Yes, I'm liking
I have
it a
no
lot.
idea what else has happened, but in the past, but
Yeah.
it gives you that agency of like, what color will my domino be?
Right. They used to be only one color per side, and it worked okay in 4-player games, but 3 and 2-player games, you could very easily get locked out of like what you were
Mhm.
actually going.
Were blues always this rare?
No.
I mean, they were
You're like, yes, but no.
They're
middle,
very,
right?
very slightly more common, but
You need to pick
not...
a second one.
Oh yeah, shoot, I am in last. Sure, let's do this.
God damn it! Why?
Because I'm not gonna be able to use whatever it is that I pick up, so I might as well make it money. Gotta mind those.
Cash money.
Gotta mind those bits, you know.
Oh, red or purple. What purple do again? Next to reds. Okay. But purple has to be next to purple, right? If I wanted to place it.
If you wanted to place it not next to the city center, or it can be the other part of your domino.
That's right. Shit.
No.
Oh no!
What? What's wrong?
We all disconnected from you.
Really?
Yup. Okay.
That's bizarre. Oh, I was disconnected from the server.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
All right, we're going to stop the recording. We'll come back real soon. Here we go. We're back. Hey, y'all.
And nothing
Noth-
happened.
There's definitely not any losing of anything. All right, this is going to be Will's roll once Zero decides what bad decisions he's going to make.
All right, I'm
Really.
done.
Okay.
I'm
All right, let's take a blue.
also taking a blue.
Wait a minute, I only have 5 tiles out. How'd that happen?
You must have forgotten one?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was. I think it was. Was it purple down here or red? Do y'all remember? Was this red? I guess.
Yeah, that
maybe
sounds
there's
right,
probably-
sure.
No, it was purple. I think. Yeah, it was purple because I was like, I haven't placed red yet. Okay,
Right, and then you get
so
to
is it
place...
my turn
Yep,
to
you get to place
pick?
2 now. This is...
Okay.
The one thing I'm liking about this double color is it does allow for a little bit more hate drafting, actually, because you can be like, I can use this yellow, and I know that other people want blue.
Yeah.
So I can take it and use it effectively.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
You get to take dose,
Ah,
Joshua.
Man, the only color I had to branch off of is yellow. Now, do yellows have to be isolated? Like they can't touch?
No,
Well, I mean, I guess you.
Yeah,
That wouldn't make sense.
For the end game scoring, it's just having the most yellow of anybody.
Oh no, what was that? Wait, okay, I was gonna use that for yellow.
We'll believe you. I am gonna grab that.
I'm not gonna use the blue because it wasn't blue.
I don't like that you're about to score.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then who?
I'll take my 7 points.
That's okay. I'll take my 5 points and then another 5 points.
Damn. All right.
I'm gonna take a 2-color.
I don't have any points.
Oh,
so when you score one, you automatically get to hit new ones?
Yep.
Well, that would.
Do you see how inconvenient this is for me?
That is very inconvenient for you. That's problematic.
This card's going in the garbage later. All right.
Well, it's about to be your turn to roll, so you can put it in the garbage right now.
I'm gonna focus on getting my blues first.
It's okay. I have some pretty inconvenient truths over here also. So.
Oh, you got all those greens?
Freaking greens out the wazoo.
You chose those.
I just grabbed them.
How? Remind me what the gray. Let's see, gray one is plus 1 point. Okay.
Yeah, just give you a point. They honestly, flavor-wise, they're my favorite because they're just. You can go ahead. They're just cryptocurrency mining towers, and I just love the dystopian future where there's just giant buildings that are basically a giant GPU mining the equivalent of Bitcoin.
It's pretty good.
It's just like so horribly dystopian, but also completely believable in our times.
I get 2, right?
You do. Oh my god, this is such a problematic thing to try to get. Do it like this, I guess. Or like that wouldn't work. That would work really well, though. Sorry, is it my turn to pick yet?
Yes, I believe so. No, I think.
Now you get a pick.
Now it is, yeah.
I want a green there. I would like a blue to be there. But also, I could put the blue there. Okay. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing.
I scored a 3 and a 6. I feel awesome. Hee hee hee.
Dang, nice.
There's the red and green in that way. All right, it's my turn to roll?
Hold on, I'm still placing.
Yes, it is your turn to roll, and it is turn 6.
You gotta.
Why is my tile locked?
Tile is locked? You might have hit L on it. What tile?
That just happens.
What tile is locked? Where?
Oh no!
What?
I'm disconnected.
He's gone.
That's why I couldn't pick it up. All right, let's see if I can rejoin.
Oh, you guys are racing on yellows. Okay.
Jake, did you mention the thing about having to place a piece to the turn you score it?
I did not, but
Okay.
You can feel more than welcome to explain that while I ditch this and pass priority.
I'm waiting until he gets back in because I have, specifically because he hasn't played, I want to make sure Joshua let you see this thing once you're back in.
Well, I'm in the server, but none of the assets are loaded in. Steam. Oh no, guys, it's happening to me. Steam.
Oh no, you're getting the VGB failure. Wait, now it says you're in.
Yeah, I'm in now.
Okay.
I'm in now. Okay, what were you going to say, Will, about
so
scoring?
See this tile right here?
Yep, I see it.
I just drew it, and I do have that on the board, but you can only score a tile on the turn you place a piece that allows you to. So I couldn't just say on my next turn, oop, I score this because I already have it on the board.
Yeah,
I have to place one of the pieces. That's all.
That's helpful.
So where else do I need a green for this one? Up there. Okay.
I finished placing I put my dice back, so.
Were y'all just making piles of tiles you scored, I guess?
Yes. Also, I threw one of my cards back and drew a new one and passed priority on to you.
Okay.
And this is round 6, yes.
Wow, so much purple.
Why is this all the way over there? I did not take that one.
It's definitely something wrong with me because now I'm getting a notification that I'm disconnecting with Joshua and with Will. So it's definitely something with my new computer.
Well, I'm getting it too, honestly. I'm getting it for both Joshua and you. So
did you skip your turn?
Yeah.
Gamer?
Yes, I passed my priority. That is.
Did you take your piece, Jay? Joshua?
That is, yes.
It did. Okay, perfect. What do I want? What do I
so
want?
much purple and red.
Do you want red, purple, or yellow?
I'm gonna take that one, I guess.
So much red, purple, and yellow, which I don't need any of. Oh.
Oh boy.
I took mine, by the way.
It's not going well.
It's not going as well as it went last time for you.
Last time I was on Easy Street.
Yeah. I did a little bit of rebalancing of not only the die, but all of the hexes, so they're more balanced. Well, I'm gonna do a red and a purple.
Oh, I get
All
to
right,
pick
Will, what do you
two
want?
these. I'm gonna take the. I don't know. This one.
Who cares anymore?
Purple.
Nah, I'm
and then
kidding.
go the green there, and the blues down there, and hopefully go back off the blues that way.
I need 2 blues, man.
So that should be a score for you, Joshua, right?
I'd like.
Oh, you turned into a robot.
Beep boop beep beep boop boop.
Breaking up pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Am I breaking up?
you were, but you're good now.
Weird. Oh, can I pick things? Gosh.
I
I can't pick things up. I can see and I can move around.
So get all your googly wooglies.
There is a little connecting symbol next to Endgamer and Will.
Yep. That should be definitely happening.
That's the problem.
Your internet is...
It's weird.
Mine?
I show...
Who? Mine or Jacob's?
This is...
Jacob's is really bad.
Something is going weird with mine. Also, I don't know where I'm streaming to.
What do you mean?
I put in all of my Twitch information for streaming, and I just went to design in progress. There's no stream there.
Are you recording at least?
I'm recording, yeah.
Okay.
Don't know where that's going to, so we're just gonna turn that off. If you're watching this stream, I don't know how, I don't know where you are or who you are.
Josh was gone.
I'll see you later.
I don't know. Did he Josh? Hello?
Hello?
Alright, so you're in Discord, but not
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah, and I'm getting this whenever I disconnect, there's this huge string of red messages that say failed P2P with Will,
Right.
and then another one that says the same thing to
And
Jacob.
gamer, yeah.
I have a feeling it could be the tabletop simulator servers themselves.
That's possible. It could be that something is going wrong.
Yeah, my internet speed is fine. Yeah, so it's not that.
Hopefully we can get you back in. We could also...
Working on it.
I could also try rebooting my computer, since that seems to be the
All right, I'm in.
the common denominator.
Phenomena.
All right.
Right. Okay, so y'all scored these things for me, and that I need to place a purple still.
And then you
How
get...
dare you?
And then you get to... well, yeah, okay, you just placed that one. Great.
Yeah, I placed the gray and the purple.
Yep, and then you get to choose another 2.
Wait, I haven't scored this one.
Okay, so you just scored this one.
I mean, if you want to let me score it, then...
And then you get to
Those
choose...
2 were sitting right here, so I just moved them over to you.
Thank
you
you.
can choose...
So I get to pick which bag?
Yeah, it can be either a 2-color or a single color. I have some random purples over here. I don't know where they came from.
There are a bunch of purple chips just hanging about.
Is there some copy pasting? Some chicanery. All right, I think it's Will's turn to roll.
Yes. I just did not want to.
And Jacob,
You gotta roll some blues.
Yeah, come on, man.
All right, and it is BT Dubs, round 7.
Oh, 2 of them.
There. 2 of them.
Last.
Well, I'm gonna take one of them.
And I'm gonna take the other.
Yeah.
Well, that's smart of you.
This?
See, if I had known that blue wasn't as common anymore, I wouldn't have selected 3 blue-based tiles to complete.
Right. But, it's the game.
You live and you learn.
I think there might only be 2-3 blue tiles in the entire game.
And
purple's really popular.
Well, it should be more popular. It's, very... Oh, yeah, we have to go back around. I'm going to be... Oh, no, it's me now.
It is you.
Is I.
You are it.
Man of La Mancha.
Man of La Mancha. Aye.
And Jacob, I probably do have like 10, at most 15 minutes maybe.
Okay, I mean,
before I need to go.
That's okay. Let's just keep playing it out, and then I can always send you messages online and be like, what did you think? You know, we can just.
And I'll say it was wonderful.
Time to play speed route, everybody.
Yep.
Okay, let me place my tiles real quick. Sorry. I do score. I scored this one.
Place.
I'm gonna get a 2-color. And Jesus Christ. Okay.
Man, you were getting real bad luck with those.
This is bizarre.
Score that one, and then
Yeah, I don't even.
Going into round 8.
All right, let's go.
It's gonna be
I think
yours.
I'm next. Yep.
You can
All
pass
right.
priority and throw that away. You have so many bad things. Throw them away. 0.
Yeah, I'll pass priority. All right. Jesus Christ. Do I put them back in the bag?
Well, you draw new ones, then put them back in the bag, so you don't immediately
Okay, that looks
draw.
a little bit better.
Yeah,
That
so
looks
you
a
don't
little bit better.
immediately draw the same thing.
Okay.
Alrighty. I don't need that anymore.
that's a lot of blues.
And you do need this. Can work on my blues a little bit at least. Just while I'm waiting.
Sorry, I promise I'm not trying to delay here. I'm trying to see if I can use this even a little bit, which I don't think I can. That's another useless one for me. Okay. This one has some bones on it. This one does not.
All right, Will.
Maybe.
I think I just gotta ignore that
No.
in favor of this.
Is it my turn?
Yep, 0.
Yes.
You get to take 2.
Oh, blue and Jesus. We'll take a purple.
Take that one.
Jacob's gone again.
I'm gone. No, I'm not gone.
No, you
Joshua.
Or Joshua, sorry, not Jacob. Joshua.
Which one did you want, Joshua?
He said 10 or 15 minutes, but he meant 10 or 15 seconds. And I'm getting just poo-pooed on here, man.
I could add.
But,
I could add maybe like one more blue side these dice, because I do agree with you that it's not coming up nearly as much as I would think.
I mean, not even just that. Like my tile draw's been
Well, there's that.
rough. All right,
Well, we might have actually lost Joshua.
fine. It's fine. You know what? It's fine. Okay, I think I can work with this. No, I can't.
All right. I'm just gonna take this here green and go blue and green.
Oh, I can flip it upside down. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, you can flip. It does come in handy.
You can't hear anyone.
I think his internet fully
You're
died.
not in. Yeah, you're not in the Discord call at all.
Anymore.
You can't hear me. Yeah, but me saying that won't do anything.
No, it won't. He's all poopy. Hello?
Now you can hear us now.
You're
Well,
back.
that was far.
There we go.
Discord booted me out.
Jeez.
Too. What is happening? And I just ran an internet speed test, and it's like, you have very fast internet.
Might want to consider restarting your computer later.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm like 90% sure
it's-
it's my problem. I'm the
But
one with a new computer.
It might be,
so-
but I do wonder if, like, I did accidentally have my VPN on, and I don't know if that.
Well, there you
sometimes.
go. No.
Okay.
Okay, I
I will
think.
try one more time.
Did we all place our dice here? Or I guess
I-
we're still technically waiting on him.
Yeah, Joshua still has to place his 2.
Okay, I want the yellow one placed to my left of the blue, and the.
Here?
Or what did I do? I did yellow and
And a purple red.
I drew a yellow. Okay, make it so that the yellow is to the. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I'm coming in.
Okay. We're just full of technical issues today.
I come back and like my board's completely different.
We just flip the table.
Okay, so I want this here and this here, and I consequently score this and not this, but almost that. That is sad.
Great.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
Or that's my choice.
And then it's gonna be that was my roll, so now it's Joshua.
The turn timer goes up
And the turn timer goes up to 10.
to 9. Yeah, there we
1,
go.
2, 3,
Because we
4.
both pressed it at the same time.
To 9. Okay.
Oh man, that is a terrible draw.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Oh, that is okay. So we go until what triggers the end of the game?
12 rounds.
12 rounds. So if you play perfectly, you don't need to go into the exclusion zone. But
Well,
No, that's not happening. Maybe me, but not you guys.
All of my exclusion zones are forests so far, so I'm good. I'm not getting any minus point.
You got to roll first.
Yet. Yeah, it's John.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's
I was gonna pick from these
I'll
ones.
just take this. This will be great.
Man, it's like we just rolled this.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Just take all of them. Go for
I
it.
will take all of
it is
them.
my turn.
No, it's
Taking
taking
that.
the blues. Alright, I'm gonna take this.
I'm just gonna start working on reds, I guess. Just make a new.
These purple reds come up so frequently. Like an unreasonable amount, I would say.
Okay, it's back on me. They're exactly the same, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Go to color. Woo! Ow.
Yeah, at this point, all I'm really doing is trying to match the patterns. I'm not even thinking about the scoring.
Okay, so I have to do that, I guess. I mean, it comes the end game scoring mostly comes in. It's usually only extra like 5 or 6 points over.
Oh my god, I lucked out and I got a second one scored. What the fuck?
But
Okay.
it gives you something to work towards if for some reason you can't get anything that helps you. You know, if you're like, well, I just can't do anything with any of those dice, you can be like, okay, well, I can work on my lake, you know, or whatever.
I have the world's my city, my horrible city is wet, but does not have large bodies of water.
Well, hey, at least it's symmetrical. You've got it perfectly around your city center.
Yeah.
Kudos to you for that.
It's because I have a degree in city planning. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, my first greens just appeared.
Oh no.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Will,
actually, no, this is fine.
Is everyone placed?
Yep,
Yes.
everyone's placed.
Yay.
It's Will's
Okay.
Will's to
Oh,
roll.
no, it won't. Does he have the will?
Oh,
Yeah, it
oh.
kind
I
of work.
want- I think I want a yellow. I think I want a yellow. Do I want a yellow? Yeah, I want
If
a
you
yellow.
can get the
We'll
2
take
greens
that.
here and here, then you'll be fine. It's just getting green into that
Oh,
location.
I mean,
You're
I'm
gonna
I'm
like
taking
place
one of
something
these.
Oh, I
and a
see.
green,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then you'll pay.
Okay.
So it'll take 2 turns to do. But
Well, but then that'll block me out of my other tile. Then.
oh, that I can't help you with. Did you choose
Okay, yeah.
0?
Yes. He did.
Yeah, I chose.
Okay.
Oh, and it's round. Is it round 10? Yes.
I could theoretically build like that,
All right,
but that's basically
Joshua, you
impossible,
get to take
so.
2.
All right, sorry.
Mm. I'm sorry.
Ah.
Are you?
I
Are
mean,
you?
not really, but.
And don't lie about it,
All right, Zero. Do you want red and gray or red and purple?
man.
Whichever one you pick, I'm going to tell you picked the wrong one. You picked the wrong one.
Oh, I accidentally rolled it a little bit when I grabbed it. There we go.
No! So much blue. Actually, that's a pretty good tile for me to pick because I can score both of these with 1 blue. So, anyway, 0, it's your roll.
One sec.
What were you complaining about?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we're going into round 11. This is the second to last round.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Green.
Perfect. Blue.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Will?
I have no idea what I want.
Clearly, you want red and yellow.
I mean, like, yes, but all of these are garbage cards, so really it's how do I want to make them less garbage? And I think I'm going to do that.
Okay. We'll take this red. And
I think I got this leftover yellow purple piece
blue
here.
and red. I score both of these because I can do this
I
like
score that.
and this like that.
Oh,
but both of
We're
the
going
same
for
one.
single colors today.
I'm gonna go for one last double color just because why not for poops and giggles. And then
Oops and giggles.
I'll go. Can I line this up in a way where nope.
I could theoretically get this done.
Okay, so if I did red, okay, cool.
A lot of red, Jacob.
Yup. I can't score this also, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna be able to score 7 on my last round. Who's rolling? Oh, I'm rolling last. All right, let's roll this.
Oh, hold on.
Round
there you
12.
go. Round 12. Do it. Do it.
Roll, 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 roll.
Roll.
Yeah, take.
Not a lot of reds for a round.
Yeah, jeez.
Crazy. What the
Surprising.
hell? And 3 blues? Man.
3 blues. Yeah, jeez.
Where was this in an earlier round? Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Ho, 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 ho.
All right, my turn.
Yes,
Yes.
it is yours. Sorry.
We're goofing for no reason.
You do. Dr. Gerbs.
I don't think I can complete anything else, unfortunately.
No, I needed that red.
You kept hovering over that red.
And I can score. It's just a 4-pointer at the end. You don't need to draw a new one. 0. The game's over.
I add one more tile to place, just in
I can
case.
do the blue that counteracts.
Just in case.
In theory, you can't place a tile after you draw a new card.
Oh, am I supposed to wait? Am I supposed to place both tiles?
Yes, you place everything and then score at the end of your round.
All right. If you insist.
All right, and that is the game. So now everyone just do math.
Oh
Okay,
boy,
give me-
math.
Give me
Yay! Our favorite part of playing a board game. Math.
Okay. Oh man, that text being upside down is really gonna.
30.
Can you copy that text? Let's see. Oh, here, hang on. I've got the document right here.
So 33.
May we please request in our brains counting?
Yep. Sorry.
How are you drawing?
The pen tool right under to the very left of your
Oh,
screen.
I see it.
And Joshua has most yellows, right? Yes.
I believe that is so.
I did that on purpose, guys. So
Really, 0? Gosh. Dang.
Yeah.
Drive me.
I'm surprised you're not higher.
Let me just double check.
I was gonna say I'm gonna do some counting on you too.
He had a lot of low scoring cards.
That's it.
I didn't get what I needed. That's it's 44 with your -3-0.
What?
Did you give yourself your minus points for your exclusion
I'm
zone?
pretty sure I did. Yeah.
I believe you.
Might have missed one. I might be 43. You're right.
I just have 35.
38.
Last place.
I beat William finally.
You did, yeah, because there were no blues to start, which was annoying.
Wait, did I win?
You did.
Yeah.
You won.
Yes.
Someone double check
Congratulations.
for
There
me.
was
There's
a
no way.
lot of complaining, but yeah, you won.
So double check for me. I don't
Yeah, so
feel like
you-
that's
that's your
right.
This
pile of fours,
you got
your pile of-
the two
two
sevens
sevens.
really helped. Yeah, getting those grays, and then you
Okay, so 14 from that, 24, 27, 27, plus 8 is 35. You're already at 35 before you get those -3 from the exclusion zone. So 32, and then whatever your extra things are, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44 for your blues.
I got some efficiently spaced
44,
purples.
that's right.
Yeah, you did really good on the purples and reds being next to each other also.
I did purposely try to
Nice.
make sure that I got some reds in there to maximize my
Yeah.
purple usage. So,
Very well done.
all right.
GG. Before Joshua has to run, why don't we get your thoughts just super fast, because I know you got to go, and then I can talk ad nauseum with Will and Zero.
Will, what did you get? What did you score?
Oh, 35.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, I would like to play again.
For sure.
And I could definitely, envision this with, cool cyberpunk art and everything. I like the tile laying mechanic and the double-sided or the double-colored dice faces. I think is a really, really good strategic element, gameplay mechanic. And then I like how the different colors do. And again, early on, all I was really looking at was the scoring tiles and not really thinking about the additional end game scoring.
Right.
But it does feel like you've got some good variety there in terms of how the different colors score.
Right.
So.
Right, and it gives just a little bit of like, okay, I can't quite work towards one of my cards this turn, but maybe I can. Oh, I can just get a red and I can throw it next to this purple, and that
Yes. Yeah.
That'll help me a little bit later
Yeah.
down the line. Yeah.
But I like the sort of modular domino concept.
Mhm.
Yeah, haven't come across that before in any games. So
Yeah, it
I like it.
it was actually really funny. I was at Origins and I was doing a game jam with a bunch of people,
Yeah.
and we had to use dominoes, and we had to use dice. And I was like, "What if we used the dice to make a domino?" And everyone was like, "Nah, that's a stupid idea." And I was like, "Okay." And
Or is it?
I picked up my notebook and went rolling dice to make a domino, and put my notebook back down. I was like, "Okay, so what are we gonna do?" And we come up with a crazy other idea
Yeah.
that was really funny, but
Yeah.
it
It
was
is amazing how often it's the concepts that people are like, "Oh, that's dumb," or it's like the knee-jerk reaction
right.
is
Like that could not work, and then
that,
you're like, "But what if
and then
it?
you're like, "Oh, good."
But what if it did
Yeah.
work?"
Yeah. Even I, like on my game, there was some feedback at Gen Con where my gut reaction was like, no, that doesn't fit. And then like later I tried it and I'm like, oh, actually,
You're
this
like,
could be a
well,
really good change.
actually, now that you mention it, yeah, yeah. It's surprising how often that happens.
Yeah. Gentlemen, I must
Awesome.
bounce, but this
All
has
right.
been a pleasure.
Bounce away.
And
Make sure that people go check out Stoicheia. It's awesome.
and Jacob, if you share links to this recording, I'd be happy to share that on my
Discord.
small but growing Discord server.
For sure, 100%. When it goes up in like 2 weeks, because now I'm actually doing
Yeah.
some editing time.
Yeah.
All right,
No
awesome.
worries.
Well, we'll see you next time, Joshua.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Later.
Catch you later.
See ya.
All right, Zero and Will, what were your guys? Since you guys are seasoned veterans at this game at this point, thoughts on the small changes that have been made?
Aside from maybe one or two more blue sides and some dice, pretty good.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I was going to ask about your math on doing the blues, because I remember with the previous dice where it was only one color, the blues and the purples were exactly even. They had the same number of faces in the full 4 dice breakdown.
Let me do it. I can answer your question right now if I get promoted. Zero.
What?
If you promote me real quick, I can tell you right now. But basically, what it came down to is I was trying to keep the percentage of the dice the same as the percentage of the number of hexes that were in the deck of that color. So, like this is actually 3 hexes of blue, whereas this is 2 hexes of blue. So I counted up all of the actual hexes of each color, and then that should be represented in the dice, and it was represented directly in the dice when there was only one color, and then I basically doubled every single color to come up with this. So there's actually basically twice as many blues as there quote-unquote should be, because there's twice as many of any one color as there should be. So rotational value, there's 2 blues and 2 purples on the black dice, and 2 blues and 2 purples on the white dice. Which is to say, if people look very carefully, there's actually a black dice and a white dice. And for each player, you get 1 black dice and 1 white dice, which are statistically the same, but they have like different combinations. Like this one has a red and a yellow and a purple and a blue, whereas this one has, I don't think, any red and yellow, and it has like a purple and red. So the decisions that you're making are slightly different, but the actual statistic number of colors on are exactly the same between the two.
I do think the split color dice though is very good.
Okay.
An inspired design choice.
I was really worried about it. I was like, it's gonna make the game too easy. It's gonna make it too easy. And I was like, okay, I just gotta make the dice. We'll try it tonight. I'm just worried because I'm doing like 3 or 4 in real life testing events tomorrow at a local game shop. And so I was like, okay, if this does work, I have to change the dice tomorrow morning. I have to take my physical dice and start ripping off the stickers and adding, half stickers, and it's like I really need to make sure that this works or doesn't, because if it doesn't work and I do 4 in real life tests and it's just awful, I'm gonna be so mad.
it definitely incentivizes the taking lots of different colors when you get those cards, or I guess doesn't previously you were disincentivized to hold onto drawn cards that were colors you didn't have already spread out on your board game. In previous games, I would go, okay, my starting hand is very purple and yellow heavy, so I'm just gonna keep purple and yellow cards, and just like twice I would just toss 2 non-purple yellow cards, and that was great for me because it worked out. But now you're seeing so many different face colors that you
feel like you can actually, I also feel like I felt like I could keep more multicolored cards, or draw more multicolored cards, because I was like, it's okay, like I'll find a purple, like a purple's gonna come up. Whether I can actually get it, depending on where I am in the round, that might be a slightly different story. But like, I'm gonna see purples for sure, or I'm gonna see a green at some point. Like it was a little under the wire for me to get this with the 2 greens and a purple, but I was like, okay, I got it on the very second to last round. I was able to nab those greens. So, awesome. Well, I'm glad that it seems to be working well. So I'm just slowly trying to get art slightly better over time, working my way up. I'm hoping that we'll keep testing it here and there, doing some real life testing. I'm hoping to actually maybe get this to Kickstarter or something by the end of the year, or start going out and pitching it to publishers or something by the end of the year. Is my hope.
That'd be pretty sick.
Would be sweet.
Oh, can I make an advanced suggestion?
You can make an advanced suggestion. Actually, I have a question after your advanced suggestion.
Okay. A limited pool of 3 colors.
A limited pool of 3 color tiles?
Yes.
Yeah, I could see that as like a advanced version or something like that. Like, don't play with this when you first start playing, but maybe add it in later. What I'm bumping up against is I've played a couple times with my wife and her sister and some my wife, some non-gamers, and they were all like, why are there 2 color why are there not only 1 color cards? So interesting feedback that the hardcore gamers are like, I need more colors. I need it to be harder.
More complexity.
More complex. And meanwhile everyone else is going, can this be simpler, please? An interesting thought that my wife did come up with, that I'm trying to think whether I want to do it. I think for the tests I'm doing for now, I'm going to keep it as is. But instead of these being set endgame conditions, that these would be kind of randomized cards similar to Wingspan, where you might start the game with 2 of them, where it's like, oh, I started the card with the red, get 3, and I started with a purple next to reds. But then maybe later on I draw like, oh, have blue out in the exclusion zone, and you get points for that. Or, have a really, really big chunk of green, like having... So for each color, there might be 3 or 4 endgame scoring conditions, and you're drawing them...
Oh, go ahead.
And you're drawing them randomly, maybe like every time you complete a tile, you get an extra scoring condition, or every 2 or something like that. So then by the end Sorry, you go ahead. No,
sorry, I keep trying. Okay, I was just gonna say, alternative tweak to that. Instead, since these quest tiles are basically already public anyways, create what you're saying, like, oh, have like some blues out in the exclusion zone. Make them like these again, because that's like a more advanced concept. A secret quest deck. Everyone starts the game with just 1 of them. You keep it secret for yourself. That way you have a secondary goal to try to work towards.
Right, that those would be secret. So
right, but instead of drawing multiples of those, you just have 1 of these advanced cards at the beginning.
In addition to the regular endgame scoring.
Right.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say about that is I think that if you are drawing only 1 special one in a game works better to me than drawing several across the entire game, only because part of your original idea with this game has this flavor of this city that's being built, and there's a relationship between the different colors and the types of buildings they are. The more different like secret ones you have, the harder it is to either justify the flavor or it just dilutes the flavor that you started the game off with. So
Yeah.
I think that for this to be the game you made it originally, you want to really have that flavor be as strong as possible.
Right.
So too many extra goals just hurts that in a way you probably don't want.
Speaking of flavor as well, you could flavor these secret goal cards as, this is a sort of a dystopian cyberpunk type of thing, just like some sort of like, I don't know, like billionaire pulling the strings kind of thing. Like, oh, you have one very specific job.
Right. I mean, it could be also just something where that's like a mini expansion that comes later. Of like, okay, you have these endgame goals. Oh, also, here's some extra things that everyone gets one at the beginning of the game, and maybe like every 3 tiles you complete, you get another one or something crazy like that.
Yeah, I think what you have right now is perfect for a base game.
And then the only other feedback that I had gotten was possibly, instead of doing 12 rounds, doing something closer to like 20 rounds, and the map itself being bigger. But I'm not sure about that, because every time we play, it takes about an hour to actually play. Like, it feels like it should be a game that doesn't take an hour, but in all actuality, by thinking through things and doing all this, it ends up taking an hour to play. So
I think the main reason it took so long tonight was just a lot of internet trouble.
We did have a lot of internet trouble. That's right. It's true.
Yeah, I feel like we would have gotten through this one a bit quicker had it not been for that.
That's true.
That's an interesting conundrum, though, and I do think you should do a test with 4 people who are very strong on the rules, so there aren't rules questions, and everyone is just like
playing the game.
Not a lot of like table chit chatty. Everyone's just like serious playing, just boom, 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 boom.
I will never be serious.
And then, but then on the counter side of that is like, yeah, maybe that's great for the people who have played this, 15 times, but you do want to make sure that you're not creating a game with the assumption of experienced people, that you're also saying, okay, but how long is a game when you teach it to someone? Because you don't get more players by relying on the experienced people. You get new players by making it learnable and a good amount of time to learn and play.
Right. So that's like, that was some of the feedback, like feeling like you're just starting to get things and then the game ends. So it's like, okay, what if it was 15 or 6 or 18 or 20 rounds and it was a slightly bigger board, but maybe you had to, maybe only slightly bigger, but then you had to end up going more into the exclusion zone or something like that.
Do you think if there was a first 3 rounds example as like a teaching tool? I mean, maybe 3 rounds is too much, but if there was like a specific, here is your example teaching, and you have that in the pack like you do for the first couple rounds of, say, root, and then that might mean, and then you start over from the beginning, so everyone gets the same tested, understood 2 or 3 plays, how that's going to go, and then you take 2 rounds back. So you're playing 14 or 15 rounds, but the first 2 or 3 are like example, talked out teaching rounds. Maybe that addresses the concern. Maybe it doesn't, but maybe it does.
So I've got it's like a devil's advocate take.
Go for it.
But not quite, because that implies I don't believe what I'm about to say, but I do.
Devil away.
Which is that you have unfortunately actually created something very good for the specifics of your game. You say that people are complaining that they don't get, like, they're right on the cusp of like doing what they want to do before the game ends. I actually think that's a good thing, because that means they're going to want to keep playing.
Hey, play again. Yeah.
Right.
That's great that you understand it. Let's do another one.
Right. They're going, I think I get it. Let's play one more time. And then
because the other thing, the more if you add more turns or more spaces on the board, it just gets longer. It gets harder to give you the one more game feeling.
This is a good point. This is good feedback.
I think
this is why I talk to you fools.
Right.
I do think you have I don't know if I want to say accidentally sounds weird,
accidentally.
You did find the perfect, I think this is the perfect amount of turns, the perfect size board for this exact game.
Yeah, it does. It does feel like it works very well now. So yeah, I think the issue that I have, which is I ran into this a lot of times when I was getting near the end of a root faction, is you're 95% of the way there, and you're like, okay, this isn't quite done. I need to tweak something, but I don't know what, or I can think of like 5 things to tweak, but I don't know which of them will actually work. So I have to try all 5 of them, and I probably have to test each of them 5 times. So you're like, I'm so close to done, but I still have to do like 25 more tests just to be sure, you know?
I'm going to be honest. I always thought that you guys tested root stuff way too much.
Hey,
I think it's a bad habit from Slug.
The Black Ball Bandits were considered stable after 17 tests, and the Ooze was 40 tests. Thuy was the one who, I love Thuy to death. He is the one who tested his like 150 times, and I was just like, dude, that's too many. But more power to you.
You've been in basically 90% of the tests I've done with the boars, and it's not that many.
I know, it's maybe like 15. Or something like that. Yeah,
I don't even think it's that much.
It might be 12.
Anyways, as they say, perfection is the enemy of getting shit done. So.
Yes.
Right. I was gonna say, like, as someone who has written like more papers than I can count in my life, I am the person who will go 95%. That's good enough. I'm not spending the 3 hours to nitpick my way through a 20-page paper.
Right.
It's good enough.
I mean,
and an A- fine.
Right. I mean, and that is a little bit the dilemma that I'm at. This is a little bit of more macro ideas here. The dilemma that I'm at right now is like, I would feel like I would need to solve that last 5% if I'm going to do a Kickstarter for it and self-publish.
Here, okay.
But if I go and sell the idea to somebody else, I can be like, hey, this is 95% done. You figure out the last 5%.
Okay. I'm gonna pitch one more thing to you. Give you one more example.
Love it.
It doesn't need to be. This is not the thing. This is like a lead up to the thing. It doesn't need to be perfect. Look at any game from the past that's really popular. Mm-hmm. They're wildly unbalanced in some cases.
That is very true.
Look at Street Fighter.
Monopoly?
I don't look at Monopoly. Get out of here. Sometimes good enough is good enough.
That is
and
true.
And people will work within the rules to get it done.
Right. And they'll self-balance a little bit. Yeah. Well, awesome. Very good feedback. Thank you so very, very much. Lots of good things to think on. I'm really glad these hybrid dice are working well. That makes me super happy. It just means that tomorrow morning I need to wake up and make a bunch of dice, but that's fine. If you're still around, thank you so much for watching. Stick around on the channel. You know, watch some other stuff. We got stuff.
We need to give. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
We got stuff over there. I'm gonna be linking things here or there. Like, subscribe. And other than that, we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.